So I'm gonna do a full walkthrough on how I made this hydraulic motorcycle mount slash hitch receiver off of an old snowplow. Obviously, you're gonna need your plow frame, plow wiring, and a controller. I mean, it doesn't matter really if it's a Western, it might be different, Meyer, whatever plow you have. This is how it'll look when you take it apart. You remove the 4 springs for your trip edge. You remove the 2 springs that bring the wing back in. And then there's a nut and a bolt. And just go through this center pin and you take a punch and punch it out. Then this whole thing drops down. You'll probably want to find, you know, whatever cheapest straight blade or whatever plow is cheapest that you could do it with. I had this one for a few years. I bought used. Cutting edges are pretty worn. It's been welded on a bunch of times. And it's just time for to retire it. The cylinders are leaking. So that's why I started with this. From there, you'll get bare frame, which would just be this piece without the receiver. Again, don't mind my welds. Not a professional, but it's not gonna break. And you just grind it down flat, nice and clean, and you weld the 2-inch receiver or whatever size receiver of your liking right to the frame. So the only difficult part I had was just finding the right thread to cap off the right and left hydraulic wings. And yeah, we just double pin this here. You can put anything in it. You could put a ball hitch, pintle, jib crane, anything. And it's super sturdy, way sturdier than the tongue weight ones that go here that are rated for like 500 pounds, I think. They go behind your bumper brackets. And this is super nice setup because you still use the plow headlights, which you don't need them. The truck headlights beam far enough. But these really stay nice and straight, especially at night. Here's your controller. It's generic. You just up, down, that's your control. And we still have one for the rear. Gonna be putting another bike back here, but this is more of a 2-person job. It's way more wobbly to get it up there by yourself and then to strap it in. This is the easiest way to do it if you already have a snow plow and you want to make it all year useful. The only downside to this is you just put a little more weight on the front end for wear on your wheel bearings and ball joints and whatnot, but kind of is what it is. You just deal with it. It's way easier than dealing with a rear load or trying to get the bike in the bed and whatnot. Maybe I'll see some more setups like this now. No idea. It's something I thought was cool, and way to repurpose my old plow frame here instead of throwing it away. Gives me a nice lift and carrier. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you're going anywhere far, you should probably run a chain through that center pin hole and shackle it right to the frame somewhere, just in case. It'll hopefully keep it up there.